previous body was aging and
So
needed to be fixed.
we're gonna
This
need to
one
talk
should be
about
able
how
to function more
dog shit
efficiently.
Nikke's story is. Like, I see people praising it like it's all that, but like once you look under that veneer, you'll find like unless you're like so coomer pilled that all you see is ass and tits, like that's all you care about. So okay, so people so the general consensus on Reddit, Nikke's subreddit, is the collab story are trash, right? But they're also kind of canon, right? So in the Evangelion collab story, you have this character, okay? So her drones, her Naru drones or whatever, like I I have not read any of the school circle story. Like I skipped all of that. Like no, I'm not doing this some school life bullshit. Yeah, I'm not reading all that. But the drone distracted at the attack of a giant rapture, a powerful rapture that has like force fields, and the attack was of a tyrant class. It redirected one drone's distracting the rapture. Might I add you, mind you, it's a huge rapture, a very huge rapture. As like if you watch Evangelion, probably as big as that. And it also deflected an attack of a tyrant class rapture, equal to a tyrant class raptor coming from a huge rapture. So imagine, imagine they handed out these drones to mass produce Nikkei's or every Nikkei's. Like these drones do not like literally can be used by anyone. Like you have to imagine how stupid that is. Like how much resources would you save? How many people would die less? Uh so commanders usually die a lot, right? So just imagine if the commanders carried around drones like this. And it's like these are like I don't even want to think about it. Like it hurts my head thinking about how like stupid. So the school circle squad, where is it? I don't have the other characters, but school circle. So
The secret to maintaining good grades?
not that one. These weapons look advanced, right? So why why does like a Nikke that rarely ever goes to the field have these weapons? Why? It's like just think about it. Like it's stupid. Like the higher ups make the stupidest decisions ever. Oh yeah, I'm not done talking about the Nikke collapse story. So let me pull up my fucking notes. Like okay, I'm gonna skim through this shit. Okay, so Mari, the collab character Mari, is in this like giant rail cannon. They made this last moment so it could hit the rapture, and it's like it's important, like so important. And like if the shot fails, all of the arc is doomed, or if the cannon is destroyed while Mari is inside of it. Uh, and they have Ray, that little Nikke Ray, that's the only Nikke protecting like a rail cannon that all of the arc is depending on, like, if this fails, yeah, everyone in the arc is getting murked right away. GG, end of story. So they have this one Nikke, this child, protecting this rail cannon. It's like so absurd and so stupid. Like, they have all these squads in the operation, but they have this one Nikke protecting the rail cannon because what? Bonds. Bonds, yes, bonds, like close bonds. Like, even the beginning of the story was stupid. Like, they couldn't have. They made the Nikke collab characters go to school. They made them play school and made them train along these other children. Could they not have like have them train with Matisse or any like professional squad? And then like the school circle squad is like, why did you pick us? And then it's like, well, it has to be you now. At first it didn't matter who. And I'm like, what the fuck? How retarded is this writing? Like, Evangelion is such like a great story, and like having this dog shit collab is like just like peak Nikke. Like the ReZero collab was trash, the Nikke collab was trash too. And then there's like an article like saying like, oh, the collab characters didn't sell well. And like, I realize this is like a fucking Gooner game, a Coomer game, where like the plot is ass and tits, but like, come on, at least like fan service better. So that's just like a collab. We're gonna go on to like chapter 22 or chapter 23. So before I start that, Tetra Mustang has been the only CEO of Tetra from what I've read, and there's the problem, the Outer Rim. The Outer Rim is lacking in resources and people are like addicted to drugs. There's all sorts of crime. There's Heavenly Ascension, the terrorist organization. Now, imagine, instead of Nikke's dedicated to running a casino, there's Bunny Girl Nikkes that run a casino. There's Cat Girl Nikkes, Dog Girl Nikkes, Lion Girl Nikkes that run a zoo. There are cheerleader Nikkes that just do nothing but cheerlead. So they made a robotic body and they wasted all that resources. They put a human brain in that. And they have to maintain that robotic body. Because like, you have to imagine there's so much parts in a Nikke's body that has to be upkept and maintained to do a human's job. Now, any old human could have done these jobs, and the story could have revolved around regular humans just doing their jobs. But they have to pander. This is when fan service fails, when it ruins a story. So, all these characters could have easily have been a skin for a different character. Now, I won't deny that these like characters are high quality. You can see Noir's like hands reflection in her latex bunny suit, but this could have easily been like a niece in a bunny suit. Like, the inclusion of like Bunny Girl Nikkes and all these other Nikkes that are just like, if you think about it deep enough, what the fuck? So imagine if they invested all that resources into helping the Outer Rim. But then there wouldn't be an Outer Rim story, would there? they could have written the Outer Rim, but like this is like so far like Mustang has been like painted in such a good light, and like you enjoy slice of life stories with these Nikkes. You go to the casino and like you play games like that that event story with where they released Soda's Bunny Girl skin. Oh yeah, the maid the maid squad, maid cafe squad is also another gripe of mine. So Nikkes are combat, right? They're painted by like Nikkes are painted as being oppressed and like having no freedom. But then you have these Nikkes, Tetra Nikkes, that are wasting all these resources by just doing a job that humans could do, make it make sense. And it's like, it's never really brought up. Like, the commander has gone to the Outer Rim before. He's seen the reality of the Outer Rim. He's seen the drugs, the drug addicts, people clamoring for drugs. And he's seen, like, the terrorist. He's seen all, and he's been backstabbed by Viper, Crow, and Jackal on one mission. And, like, it's never really come up, like, man, like, what if I try to change the system? Like, it's like, what, the writing is all over the place. Like, don't get me wrong, the main story is okay. Aside, okay, so when the Raptors broke in, during that chapter, there's like a mini flashback with Noir, Blanc, and Underworld Queen. Oh yeah, Underworld Queen is also... Underworld Queen is also Tetra Nikkes that are made to protect the Outer Rim. Cause like, on this chapters, when the Raptors invaded the Ark, it's revealed that when they try to extort the coin rush with Noir and Blanc, and then when Moran tries to offer like free protection, it's revealed that they were trying to like ward off someone stealing like a bomb or something like that. And then like the flashback did not need to happen. Like, this is when like shit fan service like directly affects the main storyline. Like that was so dog shit. Like, I could not. I like cringed all the way through. Like, I was thinking of all the possibilities of like Tetra. Like, why does an entertainment company need to make Nikkes for entertainment? Like, it makes literally no sense at all. It's like pandering to such an unbelievable extent. Like, but like people eat this shit up. Like, people eat up like cheerleader Nikkes. Like, just imagine having like, are Nikkes really oppressed when you see all these slice of life stories with Nikkes? You play around with them. You have all these moments. Like, yeah, these Nikkes did not need to exist. Like a cheerleading squad. Like, bro. A musician squad? Tell me, why does there need to be a musician Nikke? A rap Nikke? It literally makes no sense at all. It's like only to sell you ass and tits. Like, I get it. Like, haha, thigh jiggle. Like, just imagine if it was like a mass-produced Nikke. You have a story centered around a mass-produced Nikke who wanted to become a singer. Or like an artist. And then like you have them make it through the war field, and then they become like there's an underground band, like in their free time. They have like an underground band that's underrated, trying to rise up. Like, just think of all the possibilities instead of like this stupid like in your face fan service. Like, I hate it when fan service is like so terrible and it's just like fan service for the sake of fan service. Like Cinderella.
I'm so beautiful today.
The story was
I like it.
pretty good, but then you realize that if corruption was this bad, so I get that they erased the Grimm's model 2.0, the next series of Grimm's model, but Anachiro, is it correct? Anachiro was remembered as a heretic, the first heretic. So when you realize that corruption can do such damage, why would you continue to use Nikke's? So it's shown that, so Anderson is like over 100 years old, same with Mustang. He's been the only CEO of Tetra. So you have life extension, and you have cybernetics. Johan has like shown like, so what's stopping you from stopping all production of Nikke's, since you know how devastating like a Nikke being corrupted can be? What's stopping you from arming soldiers, male soldiers, with cybernetics to hold Nikke weapons? Like, there is no like argument. Like, it's like the argument is like Nikke weapons are too heavy and like men have died out too much. Like, there's like stupid decisions one after another. Like, maybe I'm thinking too autistically deep about this. Oh yeah, like going back to fan service, like you can see like it's a bodysuit and it has a dress of like Cinderella, like to hint at Cinderella. The glass slippers as a weapon, kind of like okay. But then like Red Shoes, I forgot what Red Shoes was based off of, but like Red Shoes design was pretty good. Siren's design was pretty good. And then you have Hansel and Gretel, and like it was like, the fuck is this shit? Like, it was like, the vibe was so off. It's like they came from a different game. So like I've been like following the CEO of Shift Up. Like, I've been following his artwork ever since like I was little. He's the concept artist for Blade and Soul, and he draws his face very distinctively. And like you can see that in Destiny Child. Like Destiny Child, like you can see, like there was one character where a character's thighs was exposed, and like her weapons were so detailed, like the shading was so good, and like you could see the sweat. There was sweat dripping down her thighs, and like that was so detailed, and like the face was so immaculate. And then you look at Nikke, and like Nikke's art style is a downgrade. Like, take a look at Destiny Child's artwork, all the characters, and take a look at Nikke's. Like, this is a severe downgrade. Like, sure, there are some characters that have like a high quality, but like the face isn't as high quality as Destiny Child. Like, Destiny Child was like the best mobile game for art ever. So, did I cover how like Oh yeah, this, like, it made me want to strangle Biscuit, like, just hearing her advice story when she roleplays as a dog, like, really? Really? Like, are we really going along with this dog play? Like, it's just so stupid, like, your job is only to, like, be a zookeeper. Oh yeah, let's talk about Talatum, the investment squad. Now, even though, where is it? Where the fuck are you? Shit. Rupee. Okay, so even though I like the Christmas story with Rupee and An, and it was really well written, and like, it just like, why does this squad need to exist? Talatum. So there's this one chapter where you bring them up the surface and it's clear that they have like very little combat experience. A joint merchant squad formed at the urging of the central government. Merchants from different fields all host promotional activities in an attempt to kickstart the Ark's economy. So you couldn't have gotten economists together or people, yeah, well versed in the economy, or just like have humans do it, but you have to have Nikkes do it. So what does a Nikke do better? Like, just think about it deeply for a moment. Like, I'm thinking about it deeply, like, I'm going through all the possibilities, and all the possibilities are retarded. It's like retardation to its like ultimate conclusion. Like, they see little field surface, but they were made anyways. Oh, how about hiring economists and people well versed in the economy? Well, how about we... So, to qualify to be a named Nikke, you have to like pass a lot of tests. Like, how about we get some human women to take tests, extensive tests, and waste all these resources in building a robotic body that needs to be maintained, that takes up a lot of resources to do our job. Oh boy, like, what an excellent idea. Like, wow, I'm pretty smart. Like, I'm pretty smart that I pitched this to the Tetra CEO, a man who's been alive for like about 100 years. And the Tetra CEO went along and okay to make these Nikkes. Like, goddamn, like, how fucking... I'm, like, I'm overstating how retarded... I'm not overstating, I'm understating how retarded all of this is, like... Okay, and what else? So we're gonna go, like, Morant, like, intrinsic. Like, I get this squad is like the Shinobi, whatever that edgy, Japanese phrase is, the edgelord, which is pretty cool. Why can't we get more squads like that? Like Matisse. Like, Matisse is pretty cool.
I always enjoy running
Like,
tests
the
with you.
robotic, just the robotic lower body is pretty cool. And then you have, like, Tetra Nikkes. Like, the story would have been better without Tetra Nikkes, okay? Like, this is the type of fan service that
Now, I'm ready to
is
rewrite
pretty
your
good.
story.
And, like, this is the type of fan service that is dog shit, dog water. Make this, like, be an outfit, or a skin for another character. Like I get that it's a gacha game and they have to like satisfy their consumer base by just like releasing more Coom material, more Gunner material. Like, even though I think Helm is like the only Agius squad member that I don't think looks ridiculous. Cause like, did they really have to add those stupid ship things behind the back? It looks so fucking retarded. I think that's all of my complaints for now. Another complaint is so Mighty Tools is a Macillus made Nikke's. So when you do construction work, accidents may happen. So Suen is pretty strict and like abusive towards Nikke, so why would she let Litter choose such a small body? Like, just imagine a falling beam crushing. So I bet like smaller Nikkes are less dirty. Like, just imagine like the process of approving, like I imagine like there's a process to like approving the body, like of how like Nikkes want their body to be. And like, wow, I want to be this small. I want to be like this short stack. Like, just imagine how stupid. Just imagine like the workers, the researchers, and the scientists working on the body. And this is just like a construction squad. And like, they will provide assistance in virtually every construction site inside the arc. So why does it have to be like named Nikkes doing construction work? Like, it's just another niche too. Like, this could be like mass-produced Nikkes. There could have been a story around mass-produced Nikkes being construction workers. But no, fan service, yeah. But who is this fan servicing? Now, don't get me wrong. The only reason I have her geared up is because she's one of the best characters in game, best supporters. So yeah, you kind of have to have her for like content. And like, it just like let me I think that's kind of it. Oh yeah, side stories. The event story, so I think like no color ID and like no color ID was like what I expected from Nikke going forward. And like that's the first event. And then the second event was Laplace's story. I think it was like okay. Like the mini game was fun where like you had to roll the dice and then there was a mini animation of like Laplace like lifting weights or shooting her laser beam. And then there's slice of life stories like Braveheart or Lionheart where they introduce Leona, that the Nikke with the line, and like that was, I read through it and like it made me like I was like done, like I was on the verge of being done, like why should I care about this? Like what the fuck? Like this is like Nikke is supposed to be like set in a post-apocalyptic world, and then like you have these slice of life stories over and over, and like the Cinderella story hotels and like Overzone, Red Ash, Last Kingdom, like those are like nice in the sea of like slice of life. Like I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Like can we like slice of life is so much better when you have very few moments of slice of life. It's like that the moments of slice of life enhance the serious moments better. But like there's so much slice of life that it becomes like so meaningless to me. Like, oh, wow. Cheerleading Nikke's have a problem.
I'm busy. There's much
Why
to be done.
why should I
and
care about
time is
this again?
slipping away.
And like another thing is like they have like a flat personality. Like this girl is obsessed with Doom. Okay, it says Boom, but it's Doom, okay?
Nothing gets the point across better than boomstick.
You see that?
This game
Look
has
at that
all
cool
the
suit.
emotional highs and
Like just
lows.
imagine if there was a
Always
Nikke
20
wearing that
deadlines.
suit instead. Like just have like instead of like having this stupid gamer story, like just have like a Nikke dressed in like the boom suit in the story, and like you encounter her like on the surface, and then you inquire about it, and then it's like she says like she's doing this because like she must eradicate all the like demons or something from the world. And then like at the end of like the story you find out like it's like some it's Maiden or something, like role playing on the surface, because Maiden is also like a gamer girl, but like they do not have to make like new characters just for like this one personality note and like everyone falling for the commander. So another thing that annoys me is Crown. So in her advice story, I like Crown's design. I mean, look at that. That's like the Ojo-sama villainous laugh. And like, I really like Lance's a lot. And like, a futuristic Lance. Like, come on. Who doesn't like that shit? Okay, so like, back on topic. So when you inquire, you advise Crown, like, when you raise the bond level, you hear the line dialogue, like, she has a special place in her heart for you. And then like, but when you read Last Kingdom, you realize she should care for her subjects equally. It's like she cares about all her subjects, but she holds a special place in the heart for the commander. Like, this is like when pandering ruins a character. Like, she's like supposed to be like, her character, I would guess, would be like caring for all of her citizens equally and not favoring one above the other, especially the commander, which the commander has not met her yet in this point in the story. And it's like, look, bro, look, all these girls do not have to fall for the commander. Like their pussy does not have to be wet the moment they see the commander. Like, this is just shit writing. Like, there's no way the commander can have like all these time with these girls and like have them like him. Like, just focus on the main cast, Matisse, and like just like absolute, like, or just add like a new serious squad, not like the cheerleading squad. What's next? Gonna be a swimmer squad? There's already economist squad, singer squad, cheerleading squad, bunny girls squad, schoolgirl squad. Oh, how many niche can we fill? Like, goddamn, it's so fucking retarded. Like, I feel like my voice leaving me, like. And another thing is the gameplay. Oh yeah, I fucking hate
Don't
Doro.
you look forward to
Like,
life in paradise?
what the fuck is that Doro meme shit? Like, the fuck? Like, it's the most Gen Z brain rot ever. Like, I know I'm Gen Z, but like, it physically hurts my brain, and I want to like kill the Doro. So side tangent. Like, this is the thing with Nikke's design. Like, on Marion, you have like stupid design decisions. Like, what the fuck is this on her chest? Like, remove this shit. The fuck is this? It looks retarded. Remove it. And like everything else looks fine, but like that one design choice on her chest, it just throws off the whole character design. And that bump too. Like, it could have been better designed, but like, okay, I don't know why I picked Dorothy, but so the gameplay is you stand behind this cover and shoot. But if you think about it for like 1 second, think about how retarded it is. All those bosses, all those big ass raptors are just standing still in one place and attacking you. The giant spider raptor, imagine. So they let you sit in one place and shoot at them. So another thing is, have you ever shot a gun? Like, just imagine multiple guns in your vicinity. Machine guns, sniper rifles, shooting at the same time. How does the commander give orders? This is where it's stupid. Like, the more I think about it, is like the premise is stupid. Like, the pilgrims, Snow White, Rapunzel, and Scarlet is like a perfect example of why. Of like, they don't even need commanders. What do they need commanders for? The whole thing is stupid. Like just imagine, how can you give orders when the bullets, like, the guns are so loud? That's why people wear ear mufflers when they shoot their targets. Like, and like going back to the bosses, just like standing there like Behemoth, like the bull, really, it's gonna stand there in that one place and not charge at you and make the Nikkes run. And like, god, it's so fucking retarded. Just like thinking deeply, like, when I think about things deeply, I go on the deep end. And like, Nikke would have been like a better game if it was like a 3D game. Like, just a 3D action MMORPG. Like Warframe. Yeah, Nikke would have been peak if it was like Warframe. Just imagine. Just imagine it. But no, we have, like, there are some fights where like you're on the train and then you're like moving to shoot the train, which makes sense. But like other fights like Behemoth, Nihilister, it doesn't make sense at all. Like, these raptors are so retarded. These heretics are so retarded that they don't know to make you run away. Like, give you no breathing time to shoot the guns. All in all, like, Nikke is like really flawed, and I guess like I only play it for the main story at this point. And like everything else is just like, yeah, the art is good, but like, oh yeah, another thing was like, on the community, on Nikke Outpost or something, on the on the subreddit, I posted like a mistranslation and then like I obsessed over it, like, how can this be a mistranslation? And then, like, I had this conversation with a dude, and then, like, he brings up, like, communist, and feminist ruined. Like, he brought, like, I was like, what the fuck, like, some of these guys have brain damage, like, when you coom this much, and then, like,
I'm busy. There's much to be done.
you,
and time's
you
slipping
bring up
away.
communism and feminists, ruining translations, like, bro, you're, like, on the deep end, like, that's, like, a side tangent, I guess that's it, like, my throat is fucking dry.